Hello all my buddies, it's Carmen and this is another Crochet With Me vlog. Today I will be trying to finish my Munchlax. An update is I did remake the eye patches. I can't remember if they were this big, but they feel bigger than they were before. Anyway, I'll try to keep these with this one. And I wanted to show you, this is my crochet glove. Sometimes if I crochet too much, it doesn't happen while I'm filming, but sometimes when I crochet too much, I wear this and it helps, you know, with the ergonomics. It's supposed to, at least. This is the large version, and I'm usually a small when it comes to hand products. But yeah, so you just wear this and it's supposed to help or whatever. But, I thought I'd wear it because it looks cool. I'm so fashionable, you guys. But yeah, so let me continue on with my Munchlax, and I will talk about, today I'll be talking about Disney. So I just got back from a Disney trip with my friend Julie. Hi Julie, and and a bunch of our friends. Our friend Scott was there, and our friend Sonia was there. And we went to Disneyland. So I will show you my new Mike Wazowski. He's so cute and he's super soft. And I still haven't taken my tag off him because he's my baby and I won't do anything to hurt him ever. I'm just kidding. But he's super soft. So anyway, Disney is fresh on my mind, so I wanted to share. I don't know, I wanted to talk about Disney because why not? I'll just get it all out of my system and then we can finally be done with, I'm just kidding. I'm never going to be done with Disney, you guys. I'm never going to be done. In my Munchlax, I'm going to be decreasing. So I'll show you how to decrease and then I'll just talk Disney for the next, 20 minutes. So how I decrease, it says to stitch 5 single crochets and then decrease 1. So you're going to go from 42 to 36. So I'm going to do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets, and the way I decrease is I do I loop through like I'm going to do a single, go through the next loop like I'm going to do a single crochet, and I pull it up, but instead of crocheting, I go through the next one again, the next one, and then I pull in. So you have 2 loops through 2, crochets. I don't know if you can see that on there. And then you pull 1 and you crochet through both of them. So that counts 2 into 1 instead of, it's, the concept of crochet is very simple. When you're increasing, you put 2 crochets into 1 crochet. And then when you're decreasing, you make 1 crochet from 2. You can figure it out. Anyway, I'm not the crochet master here. I'm just telling you that's how that's how I decrease. You can also decrease by just skipping a crochet. So instead of going through this one, you can just skip that one and go through that one. But that tends to leave holes, so people tend not to do that. But when I'm being lazy, and this is for myself, that's what I tend to do. So I'm on the West Coast, and that means I go to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World now twice, and I've enjoyed both of them, both times. But Disneyland is my first love, and if you know when to go, then you'll enjoy it more, basically. Because right now Disneyland is flooded with people. So my friend Julie's birthday is usually around Labor Day here in the United States. So that's the first Monday of September. And so she usually celebrates during Labor Day weekend. Which is good because we have Monday off, but it's also not good because that's when everyone else also goes on vacation. So we were afraid it was going to be super busy, but instead it wasn't too bad. But basically, if you know when to go, Disneyland is enjoyable. On the other hand, Disney World, the most recent time I went with my boyfriend Taylor, and I don't remember it being super crowded. We also went the first week of May, which is usually a good time because it's when high school students are still at school. It's also not when spring break is, and it's also not when, you know, college kids are still in school. Everyone's still in school, and it's not like a time when kids are out of school yet, even the early school kids. But yeah, so that was a great time for us to go. Anyway, I want to talk about Disney movies, actually, is what I want to do. So, anyway, so I don't know if you guys grew up watching Disney movies, but I grew up watching Disney movies. I loved Disney so much that in high school we had to do some extracurricular activities. My friend and I started a Disney movie club, and we basically met up, and she had a Disney movie trivia, and we just did Disney trivia like all lunch, and it was great, and I wouldn't have done anything else during senior year. But yeah, we were so obsessed with Disney that we did that. And actually one of my first CD, you know, like, remember CDs? You know, they were these discs and they had a hole in them, and I'm just kidding. I hope you remember CDs. They look exactly like DVDs, but they were musical. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you remember CDs. But anyway, one of my first CDs that I had as a child, my mom got us Disney songs, volume 1, 3, and 5. So 1 was, I believe it was like burgundy or purple in color. 2 was green, 3 was green in color, and 5 was orange in color. And maybe I'll put them up, but if you had these, oh my god, I could sing every song. I probably drove my mom crazy, but I could sing every song on that album. And especially all of the movie songs. You know, some of the songs that were like the Disney Movie Parade, they were great, but it wasn't like something that I attributed to my childhood. We went to Disneyland once when we were little, and I was probably like 4. But yeah, you know, like all those Disney movies, we probably watch them over and over again. And my favorite princess, in case you're wondering, is Belle. And my favorite song from Beauty and the Beast is probably Bonjour. That's the first song. I love that song. Holy crap, I love that song. I think my second favorite Disney princess movie, it's probably Mulan. I know. But yeah, that one was like, holy crap, girls can be so freaking cool and awesome. And that's not like the only reason, but they can be tough. And it was like, I'll Make a Man of You was great. Reflection, girl, if you didn't cry at Reflection, you were not a teenage girl. I guess you could cry at Reflection for any reason, but yeah, I'll Make a Man Out of You was great, and I'm really, really sad that they're probably going to butcher the new Mulan movie, because I've heard there's a white guy in it. I've heard there's no Mushu, which, like, what? What? Mushu was, like, the best. Yeah, I'll Make a Man Out of You. My favorite Mulan song. And that's one decrease. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And we've done the correct amount of stitches. Next is probably going to be 4 stitches and then decrease, and then on and on until you do the rest of the head. Yeah, so it says the next row is 4 crochets, decrease, 3 crochets, then the last row is 3 crochets, decrease. So that's what I'm going to do. I also have never used safety eyes before, and I'm really interested, and I think I might buy some. So hopefully before the next month I will have bought them, because it says, before attaching safety eyes to the body, push eyes through the center of the eye patches and stuff and attach safety eyes. I placed mine between rounds 9 and 10, about 7 stitches apart. And then it says, finish off. So I think I'll finish off the head and then I'll buy some safety eyes. So I think my favorite Pixar movie, that's really hard. I've seen every Pixar movie except Brave, because that came out when I was in college and I wasn't able to see a lot of Pixar movies while in college. I wasn't able to see a lot of movies in college. Yeah, that's hard. I want to say it's Big Hero 6 because I really love Big Hero 6. I mean, it's also could be Monsters, Inc. Mike Wazowski. I love Mike, you guys. I love Kitty too. Kitty. But I like saying Mike's full name. Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. And Finding Nemo and Finding Dory were super sad, but they were really good. Ooh, Tangled was also great. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. They were all really good. Maybe I'll just like give in and watch Brave tonight. I'm making a movie journal, which is totally way more cool than I'm making it sound. But basically, I write down all the movies that I've watched, and I just say if I liked it or if I didn't like it, because writing concise reviews is very hard for me. But I found out that I haven't watched Bolt. That's the one where the dog thinks he's a action star, and I've gotten, you know, like partway through it. It's on Netflix, but our internet is so slow here, and I can't download it, so basically I either have to wait till I have better internet or I watch it with somebody else. So if anybody wants to watch Bolt with me, look, I'm ready. So my favorite ride at Disneyland is, I mean, everyone says this, right? It's Space Mountain. But on this recent trip, I think I went on Peter Pan for the very first time. It is usually, the line is super long, always, for Peter Pan. And now I understand why, because it's probably the best storybook ride. So if you haven't been on Peter Pan yet, basically you're on a ship. And it's like you're on, you know, Hook's ship, and it's like you're floating in midair, and all the sets that they have in Peter Pan just look so amazing. It's so cool to see, like, as if you're really above London, or you're really above the island of Lost Boys, or, you know, God, it was super fascinating, and I feel like I don't think I've ever been on it before. The other one that I hadn't been on before, that was my first time a couple years ago, was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and I went on that with Taylor, and it was pretty cool. But I've also never seen that movie, so I don't. The thing with storybook rides, it's usually like for example, we went on Snow White, and it was like la-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da, dun dun dun, bad stuff happens, and everyone's happy. And it was like, what? Wait, what happened? Yeah, they're not very accurate. They depict they depict scenes in the movie, but they don't accurately tell you, like, what happened in the movie, if you know what I mean. So that's my second to last row, and now I'm going to do my last row. I want to talk about Pixar movies that didn't really make a big hit. For example, Somia, my good friend Somia, her favorite Pixar movie is WALL-E. So she says there's not a lot of merchandise for WALL-E, which I find very surprising because I feel like a lot of people love WALL-E, but maybe it's like hard to find, like, it's not very merchandisable, I guess, like. you can't have flying robots. I don't know. Or, I mean, like, I feel like WALL-E is a great toy to have, right? But maybe not for, like, little kids. I'm sure, like, that movie flew over little kids' head. Like, come on. Another movie I feel like didn't make a big splash was Brave. And I have a friend who loves Brave. She, I believe she dressed up as Merida for Halloween or something like that. But she looks great as Merida. Hi, Laura, if you're watching. And she's got like Brave. She loves Brave. And I think she went to Disneyland as Brave once. I mean, sorry, as Merida. And the other one I'm surprised that didn't like make a big splash was Coco. Like, wow, if you saw Coco, it was so good and so sad. So sad. And I was like, you have to sit down and appreciate this movie because it is so sad. And when we were down in Disneyland just now, Scott was telling us that there aren't very many like Coco merchandise. Like for Pixar Fest, they had a bunch of ornaments that were like flat circles, and then on one side it would be one character and then the other side would be a different character. For example, like Inside Out, there'd be happiness, and then on the second side it'd be sadness. And so for Coco it would be Miguel and then the dog, which I forgot the dog's name. And that's like the only thing that we saw down there that was Coco merchandise. And it's so surprising because I feel like you could do a lot. Like, I don't know, you could do, I guess it would be cultural appropriation if they did a bunch of sugar skulls, but I feel like you could have, I don't know, a bunch of stuff from Coco. Like, you could have Hector and, I forgot the, bad guy's name. But you could have the bad guy. And, yeah, I don't know. It would be so good. And you should have, like the dog stuffed animal. Or, oh my god, if you should have all the creatures, like, as stuffed animals, that'd be great. Another movie that I don't hear a lot of people talk about is The Good Dinosaur. Which, I mean, I'm telling you, I watch every Pixar movie now. And The Good Dinosaur was really good. I feel like not a lot of people watched it. And I didn't hear a lot of people talk about it, but holy crap. Like, it was like that and Inside Out. I was like, I'm not gonna cry during this. This doesn't look like a super crying movie, but I did. And I cried. And it was like, Inside Out was also one where it was like, I steeled myself and I was like, there's gonna be a lot of family drama. So I'm just gonna be like, I know it's gonna happen, so I'm gonna be prepared for this. Family drama, I won't cry. And then that one thing happened. Bing bong. The tears just came out, you guys. It was like I was like holding them down. And Taylor was like, oh my god, poor Taylor. But yeah, it was like, wow. The levees broke, you guys. And the tears just flooded out. Alright, you guys, I finished the head. Here's my Munchlax. So I guess I'll cut this too. So it says to finish off, but I usually just leave a huge, thread for knitting. I mean, for sewing. And then usually when I finish off, I just pull this out so it doesn't come out anymore. And then what I'll do now, and I'll show you, is I'll cut the blue one. And then usually what I do is I usually just tie it in a knot. And so that won't come loose. So yeah, that's it. There's my Munchlax head. And his eyeballs. So I'll put these in here so I won't lose them. And I'm going to buy some safety eyes now. Super fun. But yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Please let me know what your favorite Disney movie is and what your favorite Disney Pixar movie is. I am dying to know. And let me know if you've watched Bolt and if you're willing to watch it with me. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye!